everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about our experience at Margaritaville RV Resort. First off, it was a great time, okay, but we did have a couple things happen that we thought we would share with you, but they're not that bad, but it's just something that we want you to be aware of so when you go, you can have the best time.
Could have been potential mishaps, but all in all worked out.
Yeah,
fabulously.
So we were actually able to go over the weekend, and it was in Pigeon Forge where we went, which is a great location in Pigeon Forge because there's a lot of traffic there. I love the location of this resort because it's on the Gatlinburg side of Pigeon Forge. So if you're going to be hanging out in the park or going to Gatlinburg, this is a great location. If you want to hang out in Pigeon Forge, you can. They have a lot of stuff to do in there. But we like the parks, and we like Gatlinburg a little bit better. So it was a good location if you're considering that.
So it's first off, Margaritaville is
Nice.
what you think. It's called Margaritaville, and
it's a good time.
It's a fun place for adults and kids. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is very family friendly, and the campground is awesome, but the amenities.
The place is first class, and you're going to pay for it. It's a very expensive place. I think it was like $129 for us to spend the night, and that's a lot for an RV site, especially a small one, because we have a Tesla. We don't even have a big RV. I'm sure they go up from there. So with that said, normally we spend around $30 a night to spend the night in an RV campsite. But they don't have the amenities that this place has. If you're going to Margaritaville, I think that you need to consider it a resort, and you need to spend the day in the resort. It's just as nice as going to a water park.
You spend 2 or 3 times as much for a room at one of the resorts in Gatlinburg, or even in the ones in Pigeon Forge or Dollywood, for that matter.
Yeah, so Dollywood is quite expensive. I mean, they're all really nice, but this place is nice too, and it was really fun. Really fun.
It has something for everybody. And camping was next level. I mean, it was one of the best. It wasn't very big, but what it did have is just brand new
everything. Had one of the nicest bathhouses I've ever seen.
Incredible laundry facilities.
Okay, this is not an ad for Margaritaville. We're not getting paid for this.
We paid plenty.
We paid for our site. Plus, we paid for drinks and lunch, which was great. That's the other thing, you guys. This is a resort. We ate lunch there and had drinks, and they were not that bad for price. But they were
served to us at the pool. It was great.
It was really good. So let's talk about what happened.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, so first off, normally you would reserve ahead of time, but we decided to reserve the day of because I have Starlink in the car, and I was able to hey, they have an opening, let's check this out. So we went in, and we pull up, really nice check-in facility, and the gal there is so sweet and nice, and we say, hey, we're tent camping, is that okay? Because we're thinking, okay, we're going to stealth tent camp. This is what we talked about in the Tesla.
Many of these RV sites won't even let you camp there unless you do have a tent, which,
So I thought I was doing the right thing. I was full disclosure. Hey, we're going to pitch a tent. And she said, oh no, there's no tents at the Margaritaville. Please don't pitch a tent at the Margaritaville. We don't want that on our site. We don't want that anywhere.
I said, no problem. We sleep in our car.
And she said, well, and I said, we have a Tesla and we're going to be charging. And she said, oh, no problem. Just come on in. You can charge. It's fine. She said, I'm going to have to charge you for the smallest site that we have. And I said, that's fine. And she said, yeah, here's your wristbands. Go enjoy the resort. Go have a great time. So this is about 10 o'clock in the morning, but we needed a charge. We were on our way to the supercharger when I said, hey, Rob, let's just go to the Margaritaville.
Yeah, we'll just plug in there. We'll hang out for the day.
Right, and when you're Tesla camping, you can do that. You can make decisions on the fly, especially if you have a Starlink.
Yeah.
But we did that, and so we pulled in. It's 10 o'clock. It's getting kind of hot, but we need a charge, so we plug in. What did you plug in, the 50?
So they have both the 30 amp and the 50 amp. Beautiful concrete pad. And it was no problem. I plugged in the 50. Everything looked good. And we were off to the pool.
Right, and they have 2 pools there. One is kind of the pretty busy pool.
Well, yeah, so
it
it got water
It had
slides.
a DJ, okay,
Yeah,
you guys. It had a DJ and it had staff running around,
It
throwing
was-
balls in the pool and dancing and singing. And I was like, wow,
It was
it's a
like
lot.
a cruise ship pool.
It was a real environment. It was a lot of fun.
Kids were having fun, adults were having fun. It was a good time.
Fun for everyone.
We decided to go around back where they have a lazy river.
Yeah, so they have a lazy river, and it's a lot more lazy than it was chill. Okay, it was really nice. They had great music.
Yep.
They had a place to get food and drinks, and it was a lazy river.
And then they have a big party area, a grassy area where you can do cornhole and all sorts of outdoor activities.
It was really, really fun, and I could see us going back with a big group of people.
Yeah, and there was a lot of families and extended families that were staying there. A lot of them, I think, in the RV site, but also at the resort.
They have a lodge, and you know what? Actually, Robert and I did stay in the lodge before.
Yes.
We did it was in the wintertime, so we didn't get to use all the amenities. But it's a nice hotel, too. But it's a hotel prices. And they'll charge you a resort fee and all that stuff. Seems like you get a real break when you stay in the RV park.
You get, with your RV price, you get the use of all the resort amenities without an extra charge.
Yeah, so that was pretty nice. And again, I want to say that the bathhouses, those are the best I've ever seen. It looked like something out of Disney. It was that clean, that nice. Piped in music everywhere. They had themed. We're going to show video. It was just really cute. The whole place is themed. But Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville, the streets are named Flip Flop Street or Lost Shaker Street.
They have a huge indoor gaming area for kids and adults. They've got every video game you want to play, shuffleboard, you name it, they have it. We'll show you videos of it. It's super nice.
They have bowling too.
Yeah, they have lots.
Lots of stuff.
But meanwhile, we were at the pool.
This is our adult, kids experience. We went to the lazy river. The first thing I did is hop into an inner tube and fall flat on my face. I went teacup over, what is it? Ass over tea kettle. It was bad.
No injuries.
No, but I'm telling you what, just the best way to get into these inner tubes is to go to the stairs and back into it. Okay, trust me, and look both ways before you do this, because you're probably gonna crash.
It can be a problem,
and you get laughed at.
Yeah, but so after that, I went to go check my phone because it's charging. My Tesla's charging.
Right. So we plugged in before we head down to the lazy river, and we do a couple laps. I mean, we're there a little bit.
Oh, it was at least an hour, and I always check the phone, see the status. It was going to be a 5-hour charge with the 50 amp, and I look at it, and there's like, ooh, warning, overheating, reduced charge, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Whoa, we've never seen that before.
No, and we've camped at multiple campsites with the camper. But I went over and I looked at it, and it was hot. The charger box was hot, and I was like, it's a really hot day, and the sun's beating down on it, and the car's charging at max because it's it's only at 25% or whatever. So I unplugged it. I turned off breaker, unplugged it, plugged in the 30 amp, turned it on, and it was fine. It started charging again. I went back to the pool, waited about an hour. Went back, put the 50 amp back on, and then this time I put a folding or chair that we normally sit in over the top.
Right, if you travel with an umbrella or something, you can put your umbrella up. So here's the thing. We didn't think about this, and maybe you should think about it because it was our mistake, is these chargers and these campgrounds get really hot in the daytime. If you're charging overnight, you're probably going to be fine. You're not going to have any of these problems. It was because the sun was beating down on it that made us have these issues with our charging. But again, our phone alerted us, and we were able to go back and enjoy a couple more laps around the lazy river and have a great time. It was so nice to see families together, all different generations there,
all having fun, and then whatever fun that was fun to them. I mean, it was the full facility was being used,
right?
Which is really, really cool. And part of the RV thing that was really neat is that they had these community gathering places that I would imagine you probably have to rent them.
I bet you don't. I bet you can just show up to them.
But it is.
They had indoor kitchens and electricity
and the grill, all brand spanking new with a refrigerator, and then it had a nice metal canopy over the top to shade you during the heat of the day. So, and there was like 3, 4, or 5 of those all around the campground. So
if we have to recap, I'd say that Jimmy Buffett says no shirt, no shoes, no problem. I'm saying if you're going Tesla camping, no tent, no problem.
Yes.
Just go on and go and enjoy the day, enjoy the resort, the amenities, because you're paying for them.
Yep, might as well use them.
And it's a great location as well.
Oh, yeah. So
I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you got something out of it, I hope you like and subscribe.
That is the like, right? And the subscribe.
Right. And hopefully we'll give you some more tips on our next videos.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.